It's me cackling.
That's the sign of the beginning time. Whoa!
On top!
It started like shit.
You just got taste.
Hey, you're fine. You gotta taste it.
Good enough.
That's all about the
Daniel's episode, who cares?
Welcome to Talking Hog. What the fuck are you giggling at? The only podcast whose religious text starts with, "For a good time, call." Two pigs will battle it out to appease the will of the hog father. Whoever sways his opinions is the champion. Whoever loses, as always, just a little bit, a little piece of shit. But hey, not everything's what it seems on that goddamn killing floor. As the hog father, that's me, dogmatic Danny B, has tricks up his sleeves to turn. I'm tired of them fucking tides.
I've been on it.
It takes a lot of that, dude. I know.
Pick 1, Casey. Pick 2, Aaron. You motherfuckers ready?
Yes, Hog Father.
Then may the gods have mercy on your soul. The Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. All gripping and powerful texts written by even more brilliant and powerful creators. But, with the exception of the latter, they all leave the modern reader wanting. It's time we create a powerful word for the modern era. It's time we write a religious text that stirs within the heart of man a conviction and drive like none before it. It is time we write the good book to end all good books. It's time we write the Word of Hog.
Nice.
Sir.
Woo! Now, all religious texts carry with them certain themes and ideas that give them their structure and backbone, but before we can even get into that, we need to establish a few basic facts about the book itself. It ain't never done before. First time ever. Episode starting game. Dime Store Doctrine.
Yeah.
Alright,
Never done.
Never done. First time. This is just a little quick little 2-cent buzz. Just to get some of the bric-a-brac of this book out of the way. So, we're just going to hit him with a little 2 cents. Casey, we're going to start with you. What's the title of your holy text?
Let's see. Fuck book.
Aaron?
Fancy me.
Fantastic. Casey, who's the author?
Dale Shibble.
Love. Aaron, who's the author?
Reba McEntire.
Fantastic. Casey, publication date?
1994.
That's a good year. Aaron, publication date?
2000, right at the turn of.
Oh, you got to. New Millennium Homes, y'all. Casey, who's responsible for publishing this book?
Let's see. Penguin House.
Perfect.
Oh, damn, that
Aaron.
was exactly
Specific.
Scholastic.
Aaron, you're very nice.
Available in your local elementary school library.
Where it belongs.
Casey, genre. Does your gospel fall into a particular genre of books?
Erotic thriller.
Of course it does. Aaron, what about you?
Of course. It's biographical.
That's one word, but it's got 2 syllables in it. Let's go. Casey.
It's biographical.
There you go. Technicality. Casey.
Biographical. There's like 14 syllables in it.
It's 14.
It's a damn hard thing. Casey, who's your target audience?
Preteens.
That's good. The Preteen Power Bible. Aaron, who's your target audience?
Young adults. It's that YA genre.
It's like Twilight. Mm-hmm. So, Casey, talking about the structure of your book, like how's it bound? What's the cover like?
You remember the Necronomicon?
As one does, yes.
Yeah, it's leather bound by flesh and blood.
Perfect. Aaron, what's the binding of your book like?
Frozen water. That's
Just ice.
It's gonna last.
Frozen water, yes, you mean ice.
Well,
There's a word for that.
Someone might say.
Casey, how is the language, or maybe style, of your divine word delivered?
You remember how Shakespeare was hard to read?
Mm-hmm.
Make it harder.
Harder. Oldest English.
The ye oldest English.
Aaron, what's the language and style of your tone?
The one and only God's English.
American. Casey, what about your pictures?
Pictures? There's 14 of them, and they're all dead middle of the book, and it's just actual photographs of things.
That's where I live. Aaron, what about any illustrations?
Only centerfolds.
Beautiful. Casey, originality, what's something that new that your book brings to the table?
What's something new that my book brings to the table? An index and a glossary.
Oh yeah, never been done. First time.
You don't know what these words mean until I tell you, you dumb motherfucker.
Aaron, what about your something new, something original?
Reverse bestiality.
Oh, insult the Russian horse fucks you. Well, any religious text worth its salt starts where it should logically start. And that is in the beginning. So, we've got to start with a creator figure. First and foremost, Casey, who is your creator?
Oh, his name's Turbo God.
Turbo God!
Turbo God.
He's like Lightning McQueen, but God. Aaron, who's your creator?
I told you it was biographical. There's no one better. It's me. It's Father Curl.
That's canonical as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Casey,
of course he would say that.
Where does Turbo God reside?
On the Isle of Turbosity.
The land of Turbo King.
Turbosity.
There was one more turbo than the rest.
More turbo than others.
Aaron, where do you, as your godhead, reside?
The lands between. I know no space and time.
Fuck you, dude. That's Elden Ring.
Casey, tell me a little bit about how what's Turbo God's drip like? What's his appearance?
Turbo God. Okay, so imagine regular God from The Simpsons.
Gotcha.
Okay, now add. Remember when John Cena had the spinning belt? You know.
Oh yeah, the spinner belt.
Give him back. We're bringing back the spinner belt on God, dude, and that's on God.
That's on God. That's for our Twitch listeners. Aaron, what's your drip like?
You ain't gotta ask. I'm naked.
Oh, of course, as always.
Exactly as the gods intended.
Aaron is bringing his cannon home.
Just a big bush and a tiny little acorn coming out from the top.
Look at this tree.
Look at this tree. God, I'll think
They
about
say
it.
forth the tree.
There's your tree of knowledge right here.
Yeah, if I trim the bushes all the way down, my tree would fucking.
Pro tip.
Casey,
It's some tip.
it's like a fucking black and mild.
Why I'm a wood tip, man.
Wild and wild.
Wacky wild wood tip.
Wacky
Casey, is Turbo God a wrathful God, a loving God, or just plain horny?
He's a fast god, dude. Imagine, okay, so Too Fast, Too Furious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now take all that and turn it into a god. That's the way I'm talking half ludicrous, half what's the guy that died whenever he drove 90 miles per hour to
Macho Man.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Sorry.
He didn't die like that. God took him from us.
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus took the wheel that day for sure.
And he jerked it right into the embankment.
Bastard.
I'm gonna live.
Oh.
Miss Elizabeth, you
But the wheel jerked right.
creep the crop. Aaron, somebody. You as a deific figure, are you wrathful, loving, lusty? What's the deal?
Very giving.
Oh.
There's
Too
not
giving.
not that you could ask that I will not okay.
Okay, well, as we know, all good creators have a process. Whether it's 7 days, millions of years, or in the blink of an eye. Casey, how long is your creation process broken down into?
45 minutes to an hour.
That's it.
Turbo.
Super fast. No need for...
You press that button on that remote you bought from EB Games back in 1999.
Oh, yeah.
The turbo button, it doesn't work, but it does.
It does when you need it to. Especially in Super Mario Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron!
Super Mario Papers, dude.
Oh, I just had paper. I couldn't afford an SNES. I just had paper with Mario on it.
To
Aaron,
me, sad.
how long does your creation process take?
I mean, like any good god, it's going to be eons. But we realized that society wants things now. Got me an Instapot. We cut that down to a few hours.
They just pressure cook existence.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man. The pressure makes it faster.
The pressure makes it cook.
Turbo! Casey, what are some notable moments in your creation process?
Let's see, notable moments. It was with Turbo God. That was whenever the Honda Acura blew out the back left tire, and then we replaced it with a new back left tire that was made out of thread from an angel's hair.
Oh, that'll do it every time. I say jump car in
Pink
space.
slips.
Trading slips, dude.
We're trading slips, dude.
Aaron, what are some notable moments in your creation process?
Everybody likes the fuck ups, you know. They're like cats. I mean, an adorable creature, but then I gave them an attitude.
Yeah.
I didn't really mean to. That was meant to go elsewhere. Humans in general, I just kind of dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, kind of halfway finished it. Casey, what are some of your favorite creations?
Favorite creations? Honda Acura.
Yep.
Let's see, Honda in general.
Just in general. E-Honda.
Let's do TR. Did you play Need for Speed Underground? Yes, I did.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
what car am I thinking of? Is it the like one of the beginning games? The Eclipse. Who made the Eclipse? Was it Mitsubishi? Yeah, Mitsubishi Eclipse. Ladies and gentlemen, TR.
Welcome to the show. Aaron, what are some of your favorite creations?
Well, I might have to go with things like the original NES.
Dumb.
I might go with my Samsung
Lame.
C90X. Hey, you tell me it's lame. You just turn around and look at it. Come
Yeah,
on,
my
goddamn.
God. My God, this is an awesome God. Oh, we got a stupid God.
Casey, give me a little bit more information on some of the creations that just didn't really make the cut.
Let's see, the Ford Focus.
Yeah, every time.
Ludacris stopping rapping to focus on acting with Mark Wahlberg.
Not a great choice.
Let's see, what else? Driving in the trees. I
Can't do
thought
that.
it would work. I thought you could drive 120 miles into a tree and it would work.
Right, like, it's not faster than the car. Why can it stop the car? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, physics. Thomas Edison. I wish I would have never invented him.
If you wouldn't have invented him, you'd still be alive.
Yep, trees would not be real.
Nope. Aaron, what's some of your favorite? What's some creations that didn't quite make the cut?
There's a few that come to mind. The stink blossom is a flower that I think is pretty self-explanatory. We've got things like the squat holler. That was an unfortunate animal. It's kind of like the platypus sort of got there, but it had an enlarged anus and it just shrieked at the top of its lungs. I thought people would like the noise. I was a little, always right, and it's not always the way you think it would be.
Platypus can't do what it needed to do. When it first discovered, people thought it was a hoax.
Yeah.
Okay, so an explanation of the natural world. Many creation myths are created to explain normal functions of said natural world. Casey, what are some normal processes that your creation myth sets out to explain? You understand, like the Greek gods, like Apollo riding a chariot across the skies, the sun.
So at first, everybody thought the sun set because the night god exhibit said no more, and no one understood that, and no one needs to understand that because like. In my situation, you believe it or you don't.
Right. And if you don't, lead by faith. Faith alone.
Faith alone.
Faith no more.
Faith no more.
What is it?
You want it all, but you can't have it.
Aaron, what are some normal processes that your creation myth sets out to explain?
Well, the biggest joke to me has still been fire.
Yeah.
That's a kinetic energy. It's something that you think and therefore it be, but you see the monkeys rubbing two sticks together, you have a good laugh, and you just kind of let them carry it forward.
That's going to kill them. Eventually, they're going to want too much fire, and it's going to kill them.
Why? Right. Do you guys know about how people will talk about baby monkeys in YouTube videos? Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Okay, so there's this. Maybe TR might know what I'm talking about. But there's this thing about videos of baby monkeys on the internet. On YouTube, and then if you read the comment section, a lot of the comments are like, God, I wish I could tear them fucking monkey baby limbs off one by one. There's a big fucking thing about hurting baby monkeys.
Is it still kind of fall in that same category, like that explosive cuteness where you see something so adorable? Maybe it's some primal brain thing where, you gotta think other male gorillas and apes will rip apart the children of rivals that they have with their breeding population. So maybe it's just some ancient part of our brain that hasn't quite evolved out yet.
I don't like it.
I get what you're saying, though.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it has to be something like that.
I see where it's coming from.
Yeah, something too cute to live.
Yeah, you know, something so cute you just want to just pop it.
Yeah, right. It has to be that.
Anyway,
I just want to love it.
I know Aaron's not broken inside.
Not yet. We're getting there.
So, how do you, Casey, use the explanations of these natural processes to garner faith in your readers? You know, the sky moving, sun moving across the sky causes them worship in the sky. Poseidon, worship Poseidon gives you safe passage across the ocean. So, like, how do you use these general explanations for natural phenomena?
Well, when they see the Acura doing donuts in the cornfield, they know. They know that they gotta bow down and they gotta fucking pray. Pray for what? Pray for crops, pray for rain, and pray for more fucking drift tracks.
Perfect. Aaron, same question.
Mine's based on repetition. Too many gods are all about that one, that forever, that only, and that's why I gave them the bust. It's like, you know what? No, let's give them multiple. People want more, so more than one. Keep it coming.
When's the last time you came 2 times in one night, you dumb son of a bitch? Go ahead and give me that answer now.
Ask me about my yesterday.
Ooh. Moving on.
Damn, bone dust coming out.
It's like somebody emptied out a vacuum cleaner. Oh, fuck. Casey, what are some
That's my life.
Right. Casey, what are some exaggerations or embellishments that you might take in explaining the natural world? Kind of like oversell it a little bit, just to kind of drive the point home.
Could you give me a better example?
Let's see.
I got you. Something like the Buddha. You know, that was modeled after me. It's exaggeration. It's too much mirth, too much girth.
Yeah.
I realize I give people a good time, but I'm not that fat. I mean, come on. And I'm trying to tone it back. I've been working on my core. Come on, people. It's good. I like the idea. I like it, letting it go. All that joy, but let's dial it back a little.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because the Buddha is a really good example of that. Like, the fat Buddha is an example of, it's a representation of his sedentary life, of sitting under the tree and meditating. So, like, to the people of that culture, that's how the lack of movement was represented to them. Another example I was thinking of is, like, Persephone and Hades, and, like, how that whole story about being tortured to live in hell for all eternity for sucking on pomegranate seeds is how you explain springtime working.
Well, they do taste good.
They are great.
But, I mean, just because there's oil in those cornfields from where my cars have inevitably exploded, doesn't mean you need to drink it.
No,
okay?
never.
It can just be what it is.
Aaron, how could your readers of your religious texts possibly take some of your explanations to literally and just generally fuck up their worldview? I don't know if I need to explain that biblical point, but sometimes people might read a religious text and take something out of context and use it to hate a group of people or murder a whole bunch.
Right. It's easy to lose the true context of something throughout time. When I spoke of, that thou shalt not, murder. I'm thinking something like you don't want to murder someone's character. You don't want to unnecessarily hurt them. But if someone's a bad seed, and if it's for the greater good,
sure.
Then, I mean, get a little loose with it there.
Casey, how can some of your scripture possibly be misconstrued to create a less than fucked up world?
So to kind of go off of that, then it would be like, pretty much what I've done in my Bible is that the world is just littered with fucking 4-door cars.
Yeah.
That you can just soup up whatever you want. Just because they're there doesn't mean that you need to work on them per se. Some of them need to be something to worship, something to get up to. You don't have to see a fucking Dodge Neon from 1999 and decide to add 4 fucking mufflers to the back.
Gotcha.
Again, Need for Speed Underground, one of the greatest games ever made.
These are meant to be family cars.
It's a solid car on its own.
You don't need to make every family sedan into a race car.
You could, but why would you?
Right, I understand. There are race cars for that.
I'm gonna get a Reese's cup. Danny?
Good. Skip Scott. Skip the spot. So, it's great to know that your creator made things, but ultimately we have to ask ourselves, why was it all created? So, Aaron, tell me, why did you create these?
Boredom. When you're on your own, and I took the great words that we've used over and over again, If you're bored, then you're boring. And I took it into my own hands. Like, hell, you got the power. You got the ability. Let's make something happen. So I threw all this shit out there, and it's been pretty entertaining.
Casey, what was your purpose of creation?
To make the world into a racetrack, brother.
That's it.
We're
One
going
world.
high as fat. We're going fast as fuck. We're going loose as hell.
Infinite loop, infinite racetrack. Perfect. That sounded so good in the cans. Woo!
Got it.
Aaron, real simple question. What is the meaning of it all?
The meaning of everything truly is, man, is you
Woo!
a fart in the wind. That's exactly what it is. And exactly what that means, like, you are part of everything that is nothing, and you become nothing that is everything. And all that really means is just do you. Just whatever's important to you is what's important, because it all means nothing. That's not a bad thing, it's a good thing.
Just do you. Casey, what is the meaning of it all?
What is the meaning of it all? Drive fast, drive loose, live hard, live fast. You know, what is a life but something worth living? You know, what are you going to do? You going to live life in the slow lane? I didn't make the Eagles for that to be a scenario.
So not only are we living life in the fast lane.
Same page there.
Yeah, dude.
Is it also possible that life is a highway?
I'm going to ride it
All night long.
all night long. Ask my friends in the film Cars. I'm legit friends with Mater.
Yeah.
As well as Lightning McQueen.
Good
As well as
shout.
that dirty fucking slut car that I don't remember.
Ooh, surely make you lose your mind.
Surely make her lose your mind. That was the name of the car, Daniel.
Shirley was a good one.
I'm just gonna see if I can make Daniel break this entire.
You almost got me. You almost got me. So in all of your infinite wisdom, why in the fuck would you make it this way?
Why? Why not, dude? Because you live once. You live once. So what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna drive slow or are you gonna drive fast, Daniel?
Aaron. Just redirect it.
I mean, I see we're still lying to our constituents over here with the live once. I mean, you just gotta let it be, you know. All
Let it be, let it ride. Which God rules harder? You decide.
Oh, we're going to by the end of this episode. I'll be goddamned if I won't.
That's the night Aaron's house burned to the ground.
That's not the lights went out at Aaron. So, guys, sometimes it's just as simple as maybe just blaming women for all of our woes, or maybe showing the Creator's love by killing all living things short of one old drunk and his horny family in a flood. Whatever the mechanism, however you're using symbology and metaphor to get your point across, what kind of metaphors are you using to get your point across? What symbolism or metaphor are you using?
I really thought, like, to use what you said, I thought I was making it clear with these dumb motherfuckers that the people that said women are shit and shitting on them were the ones that's like, these are the ones you don't pay attention to, these are the bad seeds. And then, like, I don't know, they started a whole wing of people that agreed with it. I was like, I didn't expect this to take off. Just, God damn it.
Don't feel bad.
Again, the human mistake. I didn't fully finish it.
That's the problem, you know. You hand it down to the humans, and their interpretation can lead to some gnarly stuff. They can't. God works in mysterious ways.
It's true.
Casey,
I do.
what kind of symbology and metaphor do you use in your text to kind of drop something?
I mean, the car itself is nothing but the vessel for which you ride in to get to Mecca. You have a mic, Aaron. If you're gonna fart into the mic.
If you're gonna
You can't make every mic the fart mic.
I would rather
Mic it.
I don't want deep mouth.
Yeah. We are the only one that use these mics. The fourth mic is for everybody. But yeah, the vehicle is for to get you to the Mecca. Okay?
Gotcha.
Alright, so the vehicle can be anything. That's what the metaphor is. It doesn't have to be a Dodge Neon 1999. It can be a Dodge Neon 1998.
It can be a 98 Neon. It absolutely can. So the vehicle is literally a vehicle to
whatever you need it to be.
Fantastic.
What is Mecca? It can be a McDonald's.
regret not buying a neon.
Aaron,
Yeah, I'm thinking of Brandon.
I could be driving in a neon.
you could be driving a neon.
The Chattanooga. Why is this reggae? Java lives in reggae and Dodge Neons in Chattanooga.
Kia and Dodge. Big reggae.
One time down. Aaron! How well do your metaphors work?
Not well.
Yeah, I get you on that, dude.
These dumb monkey brains don't get it. I don't know.
So, when given these allegories, Casey, who benefits most from them?
Who benefits most from them? Mostly like trailer park people who don't spend any more money into their homes and they just put it into their cars.
I'm
So the cars never get better, but they get louder.
Just don't put too much thought into it. Pure pleasure. They get it.
Muffler rich, house poor.
Muffler rich, house poor.
Hey man, 4 walls. That's all you need.
4 walls,
Spend
4
it.
balls, and that's regulation for everybody. 4 nuts. Anybody else?
4 balls near the power plant.
Yep.
Eric, how is your symbolism most often misinterpreted?
I mean, I think the symbolism, it's really hard. They do such a great job of fucking it all up that it's hard to pick one. But I believe that the live and let live scenario, that's just like, man, you shouldn't, like, I don't know, you take this in a way that's like you're still focused on the one life. You need to think about you got multiple lives. You're unending. You're an energy. What are you fucking, fuck, do what you want.
Fair enough. Next on the chopping block, divine beings play a central role in many religious texts and belief systems. In some texts, there are a pantheon of deities, in others, a single god commands a group of heavenly hosts. So, first, Casey, let me ask, what is the role of your divine beings in your religion and your belief system?
So essentially they're all like enforcers, like Arn Anderson from the Four Horsemen.
Okay.
Four of you on the podcast will know what this reference is. I am the one who decrees the law, and everyone underneath me, I don't have many gods for many things. I don't have a drunk god. I don't have a fucking pussy god. All that shit's done. Okay? There is me, and then underneath me, I've got 6 dudes, and they're stacked and jacked.
Right.
6'2", 250, and they're ready to fuck and buck.
Okay.
Okay, and you fuck with me, and it's done.
It's done. Aaron, tell me about your divine beings.
It is very multicultural. It's very it's something that it's kind of like sadly they've got it wrong down there. We have much better benefits, but like your corporate atmosphere, like I'm the god assigned to this dimension, to these beings. But at any point in time, like maybe I'll get a raise. Maybe I decide to pursue a different path, and you could have another god that's your general god, and then you've got your associate gods and your interim gods, and things get lost in translation. Interdepartmental translation isn't always great. There's a lot of goddom going on that people don't know about.
Fair enough. A lot of bureaucratic red tape. Casey, now we've established that you are the creator of the universe, but do your servants, your generals, do they serve a specific specialized role?
Not all of them. Like I said, most of them are enforcers, but I do have 2 in specific that do a little bit more nuance. So we'll do with Den Wiesel. Den Wiesel, he is more in charge of keeping up with everyone's sexuality. He wants to make sure that if you're busting right. It doesn't matter who with, it doesn't matter how far. Busting can go in many different ways. You don't have to have sex to bust.
TR?
That's true.
Busting makes me feel good.
Busting
makes me feel good.
Ladies and gentlemen, TR.
Fantastic. Love that. Alright. So, Aaron, tell me about the specialized roles that your divine beings fill.
That's all the ones that you would expect. We've got our head of HR. They've done a questionable job. We have the most important piece of the pie, the e-commerce director.
Yes.
They're really pulling their way. They're getting all of our shots out there, every channel. And you got, I don't want to say anyone's lesser, because no one is. Every part is important. But you also have, you got your customer service agents. They're taking calls from people. Those are who you're praying to. They filter them to the God that needs to actually. And it's again. There's so much going on behind the scenes.
So busy. So much paperwork. So much shuffling.
I just don't like any of your answers.
I'm sorry.
My God is a highway, dude, and I'm gonna ride it.
God is a highway.
My gods aren't awesome gods.
They reign over all of your gods.
What if God was one of us? Casey!
We're going to find out.
Up next, after these commercials. Casey, what kind of powers and abilities do your divine beings, your enforcers, possess?
Infinite speed.
Yep.
Infinite rap from the 2000s. We're talking every Yin Yang Twin song you could have ever heard. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. That's it. It's mostly just like the power of Little John, to be able to hop people up at any point. All you gotta do is pray to Little John.
Infinite speed, infinite height.
Yep.
Perfect. Aaron, powers and abilities.
Executive power. That's
Of
what
course!
we have. Yeah, we have the ultimate. We are able to dictate out to the masses. They need to be told what to do.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway.
We were starting out.
Dude, I remember being in middle school and getting my dick grinding onto that song. Fuck yeah, dude. Little John made me bust in my
And
pants.
your part of that business transaction is to not get hard. That's
You want to tell a
That's
fucking
too difficult.
14-year-old boy to not get hard?
That's
Brother.
divine in and of
But
itself.
look at it the other
Brother,
way.
man, if I had glasses that weren't broke, I'd be taking them off.
One's wet and one's hard, and we ain't got a way out of this
God.
paper bag.
Ba-da-da-da-da. So, Casey, how are your divine beings, your enforcers, how are they going to be depicted in this religious text?
So Wall Palker, he's gonna be a mini limit god, but the legs are gonna be completely ripped off. And he can float, kind of just bamf in and out. Think of Nightcrawler, but handsome.
Weakness trees. Aaron, how will your enforcers be depicted?
They're
Always the
depicted
trees.
purely through, we don't want to give them up being gods. Not every god. Like, you see the gods that we want you to perceive. The ones that need the limelight, the ones that agree to this. But the ones that don't want to be seen, the ones behind the scenes that don't want to give away the sauce, they're VTubers. That's the people. We've got CGI approximations of what they are, or that they have, like, giant dongs or big titties. Whatever they really want. It's just you don't see who they truly are. We don't want to out them.
No, definitely don't. Casey, how are your divine beings are they going to be interacting with human beings, or are they a little bit more standoffish?
Anytime you get into a car, like a little foreign car that you can mod out, as soon as you get in there and it's a manual and you put your hand on it the first time, then Diesel, he shuts both sides of you and he's like, hey, I see you want to do something cool with driving race car.
His family.
You want to do something with your family? What do you mean by do something with my family, did Diesel? Oh, no, they used to keep driving. Short people got no way.
Aaron, do your divine beings interact directly with humans, or are they standoffish?
Oh, absolutely. We're in agreement there. Too fucking much, in fact. That's where a lot of
You
the
can
bad
see Aaron's gods at fucking Walmart.
Way too long.
You're cruising around looking for something, and they're the ones giving you the side eye. I'm like, hey, I'm just shopping for maternity clothes, or am I?
Yeah, I just like to feel pretty.
I just like to peruse.
I just like the scenery.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're pregnant? I'm pregnant too. But you ain't got something.
You wouldn't believe the people I find here.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool cats in this place. Casey, how will these divine beings be worshipped?
How will they be worshipped?
Are there specific rituals, or is it more of just kind of an open invitation?
Well, our church is more like a gas station.
Ah, of course.
Anytime you drive up and you pull in and you pull out, you get the gas and you put it in, brother, you saying one prayer, blah, 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 two prayers, blah, 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 blah. The higher the money, the higher the closer to God.
Now that is a God I can get behind. The almighty dollar.
I'm surprised that's similar again. I'm going with the Dave and Buster's scenario. You go in, you swipe the card, whatever game you go with, that god gets the accreditation. It's an easy system.
Real fast, guys, if I could just kind of intrude in this episode, did you know that Buster of Dave and Buster's at 76 years old killed himself?
Nice.
Yeah,
I
funny.
I usually catch this shit.
Fun and games for everybody.
Looks
right?
like I'm out of tokens.
Why did it take
Damn.
It took 3 gunshots to the head.
365.
Rip Bust.
This one's for you, Busty.
Shit, I don't even know where the fuck I was at. Before we dig any deeper into our own religious text, let's stop and take a minute and test your knowledge of possibly do a little bit of plagiarizing some of these other holy works in our next game, Garbled Gospel.
Yeah. Dude, I look forward to sucking at this.
Here is a brand new, never before done Bad Hints version of some really hard fucking questions that no one's gonna get.
Yeah.
So we might have to swing on funny answers. So here we go. Question number 1. Ring in with a biblical bust now, y'all. Question number 1. A more mystical retelling of the life of a humble woodworker. These texts serve as the backbone of the early Christian church.
Hosanna! Hosanna!
Alright.
Let's go with Home Improvement.
Oh, very good. Anyway, backbone of the early Christian church, and its name isn't spelled like it sounds.
Oh, that's going to be the Book of Job.
Book of Job. Aaron, Home Improvement's probably the funniest answer.
I feel like the Bible would back Tim Allen.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely the modern interpretation of it.
You may travel with 60 hits of acid, but you're a right-wing Republican, so you pass.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a lot of acid.
That's a lot of acid.
Those would be the Gnostic texts. Moving on. Question number 2. Not part of the canonized Bible, this religious text tells of the fall of God's fanciest angel. Reading with a biblical bus now, y'all.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Say again?
Not part of the canonized Bible, this religious text tells of the fall of God's fanciest angel.
Hallelujah. I'll just go with Lucifer. That seems a
You're
little
close.
obvious.
That's what that book is about.
I'm going to do, is that part of, fuck, I can't remember specifically, but is it part of the Dead Sea Scrolls?
No, but those are somewhat in here. This book is in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, so I'll give you a point for correctness. That would be the Book of Enoch.
Ah,
Ancient-
okay.
Ancient Jewish
That
text.
was somewhat known.
Right, yeah.
The only one still wrong.
Maybe we'll. My trivia questions are always too fucking hard. Number 3, Ring with Biblical Bus now, y'all. Despite sounding like a terrible Adam Sandler movie, this text is a mystical manual for understanding the inner workings of the universe, and it has a whole bunch of crazy diagrams in it.
Do I really have to kill one of my kids?
Yep, that's a biblical bus now.
Jack and Jill.
Nope.
Say it again. I'm going to get this right.
Despite sounding like a terrible Adam Sandler movie, this text is a mystical manual for understanding the inner workings of the universe, and has a lot of crazy diagrams in it. These are bad hints, remember.
Crazy diagrams. Okay, easy. That's going to be Jesus wept. It's going to be
Oh, that was your best. I just got it. Fuck yes.
Oh, yeah.
Highlights magazine.
Oh. I gotta give it a kiss.
The Book of Highlights.
That would be the Zohar, probably the oldest of.
Oh, holy shit, that is very
shit.
fucking close. Damn.
Yeah.
You don't mess with the Zohar.
Don't mess with the Zohar, dude.
Yeah, what a racist film. Dang.
Yeah, it's really bad. Number 4, derived from gold-plated gold and translated by a river rock into the foundation of a con man's religion, this spiritual text could also be referred to as the Bible 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh shit, that's Jesus crept. Let's do. Okay, so John Smith. We're doing the Book of Mormon.
You got one! Good
Oh,
job!
hey.
It's the Book of Mormon.
I was just gonna guess the Liars Club.
That's
Hey,
a good
that's
Ooh.
oh.
You can both have one for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It was a
Anything
good
that
song from a band that never made it. Then
It was also an album, right? The EP, right?
yeah, it was also a whole thing, but that band,
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
not the band's problem.
Super
Moving on.
Body.
Moving on. This text is big. This text is a big, thick book that was published in 1955, and it claims to have all the answers about God, reality, and the purpose of life. Y'all aren't going to get this one, so you might as well swing for the fences.
Okay.
I don't even know what this is.
I don't even. What now?
This text is big. This text is a big, thick book that was published in 1955. It claims to have all the answers about God, reality, and the purpose of life.
Jesus Buzz.
Jesus Buzz.
That's gonna be the Book of Scientology.
Oh, you're on the right track.
Wait, I'm gonna do. What's the actual term for it though? Never mind.
That's Dianetics is what you're
Dianetics.
That's the answer, but I like where your head's at.
War and Peace.
I'm gonna give Casey points just because I'm an L Ron Hubbard stand, so we're just gonna hang in there.
Yeah, I mean it's totally right, dude.
It's called the Urantia book. It was part of like an early spiritual beat movement. It's got very heavy like pseudo-Christian tones with like the early burgeoning spiritualism that you'd see kind of in the 60s.
A little bit of touch of freeform jazz.
Yeah, it's like a beat version of the Bible.
It's like if Doug's sister from the cartoon was into a religion, it would be that.
Oh, I haven't missed that on Crushes.
Yeah, Doug's sister.
Woo! I'm with you.
Yeah, she's like, I'm alternative.
Rim.
Are you talking about like Doug like
The cartoon?
Oh, Betty Mayonnaise?
No.
No, that was Judith.
Judith. Ah, thank you, TR.
I'm saying you picked Judith over Patty Mayonnaise.
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't remember
All
Doug's
day.
sister's name.
Oh,
Judith.
yeah. I would pick Connie over Patty Mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Beat
All right.
up.
How about Klutz's mom?
Ooh, that's
Oh.
right.
Okay, that's a Patreon. Cartoons we would fuck. Find out.
Just calling I said fuck tunes and just looking at it. Number 6, we're gonna big bug bell, y'all. This text is an ancient Indian poem that is really important to a lot of people in India, and it's all about a warrior who has a divine revelation on the battlefield.
God rules. No.
That's gonna be Xena Warrior Princess.
That's a good answer.
Whenever she's like, you know what? Actually, that chick is really hot, and I think I'm gonna have sex with her now.
Loose and lawless. I like her.
Oh, Gabriella.
Gabrielle.
God damn it, thank you. We've mentioned this before, Gabrielle. I mean, don't get me wrong. Lucy Lawless, flawless, but Gabriella was my pick. My answer was, his was better. I was going to say, what the fuck was I going to say?
Bow down to the king, dude.
No, I was going to say
I am the game, dude.
Aladdin.
Yeah, and the 40 Thieves.
I mean, 40 thieves. I'll show you 40 queens.
I'm looking for fucking 40 thieves.
It's the Vedic text, but
whoa! God damn, he's whipping my ass up and down the streets.
I am too drunk to lose.
Casey gets points for Gabriella. Aaron gets points for racism. Number 7.
Yeah. It's historically accurate.
This text is a collection of verses that teach you how to live a good life and achieve enlightenment.
Hey, oh my god! That's gonna be fucking the Slim Shady LP, Eminem 1996.
No.
Ooh, Casey's on fire! Casey's on fire.
Is he want like violence? You want to see me rich 9 inch lives?
It's Smile by the Beach Boys, or Brian.
Brother, are you coming to play or are you coming to lose?
Marshall Mathers.
Let's go.
Marshall Mathers LP wins the day, I think, on that one.
How about that? Slim Shady.
It's in the name, Smile, my baby.
Marshall Mathers LP was nowhere near as good as the first thing Eminem ever made, and that's canon.
That's true.
Everything else before them suck cock.
Also true.
I like rap. Okay.
But it's not as good. Okay.
This text is the holy scripture of a religion that originated in the Punjab region of India. It contains the teachings of a bunch of wise men.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
I'm coming across the ocean. That would be easy. What's that sex book called? Kama Sutra.
Good answer, Aaron.
Redacted. That takes
points for redacted. Aaron's redacted himself. He's put himself in free speech.
Lyrical limbo.
Number 9. This text is a really old Chinese book that teaches you how to live in harmony with the natural. It's
gonna be Sun Tzu's Art of War.
Close, but no cigar.
Damn.
Aaron?
You're fucking killing it. Iron Monkey. Wasn't that movie?
Yes, Aaron gets points for naming one of my favorite.
Okay, I'm changing my answer. Crouching Dragon, Hidden Penis. Now vote.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Aaron did name one of my favorite kung fu movies that was produced by Quentin Tarantino, but if I gave Aaron points for racism, I gotta give him the Casey.
That's only fair.
That's the Tao Te Ching.
Okay.
What now?
The Tao Te Ching.
Tao Te Ching.
Yeah, I say with a country accent, it doesn't come off.
Hey, y'all, you ever went to the Tao Te Ching?
I ordered that down at the Panda Garden.
I did want to know.
I give myself points for racism. We're all learning together.
Somehow Daniel's in the lead on his own episode.
I mean,
super champion. Come and get it. Last and final question. I don't even fucking know. This text is the central scripture of a religion that originated in ancient Persia. It's got a lot of weird rituals and prophecies about the end of the world.
I made all of this.
Get it.
I'm gonna go with the the Madagascar.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, I love it. The zebra. He's so funny. Casey.
If I poop in my hands, it becomes the earth.
It does.
Okay, what was the question?
This text is the central scripture of a religion originated in ancient Persia. Has it got a lot?
Oh, easy, dude. The Sands of Time.
Yep, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Man, are you okay? Now, are you looking forward to the remake?
No, I don't want
to. Are they doing a remake of the game, or are they gonna like?
What is it when it's not like a half-assed, half-hearted, like here's some better graphics, but like a full-on?
I guess it would be a remake. Yeah, they would call that a remake, because a remaster would just be like HD.
Exactly. I'm looking forward, dude. Prince of Persia 1 and 2
rule. They rule.
They fucking rule.
Yeah, Prince of Persia 1
and
Assassin's
Warrior
Creed
Within. Hell, alright.
Dude, and then Godsmack, I Stand Alone would play during.
Yes.
I stand alone.
Oh, every time that fucking time demon thing would show up, I just shit myself. Just running, jumping on shit. It's gonna hit me.
We are a pro Godsmack fucking pod.
I'm gonna bring Godsmack into this. Well, now that we've seen how the pros do it, let's get into the meat of our book and discuss morality. You can't have a religious doctrine without a whole bunch of shit in it about what you should and shouldn't do. But you can't just be all about what you shouldn't eat and who you shouldn't fuck. There has to be the occasional relevant, if not helpful, moral code. So, Casey, I gotta know, what values or principles do you want to emphasize in your code of morality?
Go faster. Don't slow down. Only make right turns.
Aaron, principles of morality.
Knuck if you buck, boy.
Fantastic. Casey, what certain values or virtues do you base this code of morality on?
Ooh, I might have to hear that again.
What certain values or virtues do you base your code of morality
Street
on?
virtue. It's easy. You live by the law of the road.
Okay, Aaron just answered my answer.
He's good, man.
All right, so let me answer Aaron's question with that answer.
Fuck it up.
Which is, my name is Aaron, and I poop my pants in front of people all the time.
He sure does.
Sometimes you do because you feel free.
Yeah, dude, is that what freedom is?
I'm not ruled by your societal.
Yeah, next time you guys hang out with Aaron, just know that he's shitting his pants in real time.
Yeah, and thank me for it.
Yeah, and guess what? They're hard. They're too hard for a human.
They really are hard.
That's bad.
They poke out.
You can hear it hit the toilet like a rock going down a slide.
Goddamn.
Born to shit, forced to wide. Casey, what specific moral laws or commandments do you hand down? What's your tablets? What's your two commandments? What do you got?
Always be with your family. Take care of your family. Don't have sex with your family. Find someone that might look like your family and then have sex with them instead.
That's good.
And that's about it. Also, cars made after 2001 and bullshit.
Perfect. Aaron, what laws or commandments do you hand down?
Number one is no rules, and number two
That's
is look at rule number one.
Alright, so Aaron has an Outback Steakhouse.
I got two. Right.
We pray to the Lord of the Blooming Onion.
Aaron's just handing out renegade ribeyes and fucking flays. Casey, how will your code of morality be applied in different situations or contexts?
Okay, so let's take for instance let's take the go fast thing, but let's fit it to something else. Let's say it's the day of a big test.
Oh yeah.
Let's say it's a piss test for Joe.
Sure, let's say that.
You know, let's just say that's something that's happening in your life. He doesn't know what's going on. TR, don't you fucking laugh. Alright, let's say that's happening. And sometimes you gotta go fast. What does that mean? That means winning at all costs.
All costs.
Alright.
First your last boy. Go fast. Die hard.
Bruce Willis, baby!
We're not that different. We're just on opposite ends of the spectrum. I don't like your rules, so I want people to live vehemently and frequent with my rules, and that there are none, and that you combat people that try to put restrictions upon you.
I feel that. Okay.
Casey, does your code of morality have a universal application, or will it be specific to certain individuals or groups?
Well, there's speed limits everywhere you go, bro.
I can't drive 55 either, buddy. I feel you.
Yeah, you guys Sammy Hagar, the one true prophet.
I mean, there's no better.
Yeah. God, man, 5150.
Aaron, is it universal application?
Yeah,
absolutely. What a fucking con. What a fucking con. Sammy Hagar, a man who came down and said,
I'm taking the mic off the stand.
Can drive 55. He immediately gave you a fucking rule off the bat, and we all accepted
and what rule was that?
Fucking
what
suckers.
rule was that but to keep going?
That you can't
what rule was that?
55 ain't nothing but a goddamn number. You keep going. You keep rolling. You keep busting.
Right. You think me a Cabo Wabo and you say that same bullshit.
You say that shit to me a Cabo Wabo.
I don't need that crystal bullshit. I don't like it.
I'm getting mad.
Casey, well, since you're angry, you can tell me that your code of morality, is it subject to change, revision over time, or is it eternal and unchanging?
Oh, it can't change, because the moment I change is what? Weakness.
Yep.
You gotta stay fast, baby. You gotta stay hard, you gotta stay loose. You see the tree, you wreck into it. How fast? 120, 130, 140. I need the body to eject and hit 60 yards in the fucking highway, baby.
Break the sound barrier.
We have seen too many monuments, too many flowers on the side of the road. You need to be
3 wooden crosses.
easy, baby. Take it easy. Get greasy. Let yourself do whatever. Just let it be.
Oh wow! So the Eagles, first off, if they can take it easy and they also live life in the fast lane, correct?
Damn right. It's exactly right.
Oh, I'm gonna
They're
throw
not
up.
exclusive.
Here's a very important question when it comes to the code of morality. Casey, how will you enforce your code of morality in your belief system?
If you do it right, you won't die. It's
Perfect.
just like snake handling.
Yep.
If you believe in my God hard enough, you won't get bit.
Nope. Hey, you take up serpents, man. That's how it goes. Aaron, how do you enforce your code of morality?
That's that singularity. Die, baby. Let it go. You know, you got more to come. It's all right. It ain't the end.
So is it the responsibility of the individual, Casey, to follow the code? Or is there a system of rewards and punishment to encourage it?
Ooh, Daniel, that's probably the best question I've had all day.
I think so too. I'm gonna take that over. I'm gonna say that punishments, rewards, that implies there's a right and a wrong, and that in itself is absolute dog shit. You do you.
Again,
And you go. You keep going.
okay, going on what?
You keep going
You wanna
as
interrupt
long
me?
as you want,
You wanna
as
interrupt
much
me?
as you want to do, baby.
Okay.
Don't tell me there's an end. You keep telling me about finality, about ends and beginnings.
Okay.
I'm trying to give you nothing but forevermore.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is spoken from a man whose God's a pussy.
Ooh.
Okay?
Ooh.
Alright, so again, do you want to live life in the fast lane? Or do you want to take it easy? Arguably, what's the better song? TR?
The fast lane.
Oh my god,
No
that
doubt
comes
about
from TR, one of the fucking
Hey,
ultimates of the show.
you're still trying to put constrictions on people. You're trying to convince them that life in the fast
Constrictions
lane is
or-
not taking it easy.
Okay, so
3 weeks in a row.
so
Why are they not one and the same?
Okay, why aren't they one and the same? Okay, because there's a fine line between being a badass and between being a bitch. Alright? Which side are you gonna be on? Huh? Which side are you gonna be on when the time comes?
I want to play both.
When my God comes back.
I'm gonna give it both to me, baby.
Daytona 500, Dale Earnhardt comes home with the skies.
Now,
He
Dale
looks-
Earnhardt was an exception, and we agreed upon that.
Okay, that's
we
fine.
talked about
I'm
it.
sorry.
No one can be the intimidator and do it all.
While we're on the subject of exceptions, are there any exceptions to your moral code?
Dale Earnhardt.
Perfect. Any other exceptions?
I
And
mean,
if so,
yeah,
wonderful.
we kind of agreed.
We
upon that.
all can agree that number 3 is the way to be.
Is
We
the number
understand
3 is
that.
the way to be. That's canon.
We
True.
understand that.
God,
God's
Chris
truth.
Fields.
That is the God's truth. We
Nothing
agree.
about Mountain Dew.
Look, we're getting in the weeds here, so
We're getting cooked right here.
we need to kind of reshift. Let me
High
just
voltage.
real quick. Let me just hit you.
We're about to get ball blast this bitch, dude.
I'm about to blah blast.
Oh, get the sangria slammer going.
What is the fucking fruitcake flavor than that?
Oh, that's a category 5 fruit quake. God damn it.
This shouldn't exist, but it do.
Oh, God. There's too many.
Mike on the stand back.
All right, so let me just hit you real quick with a couple other common themes for a dogmatic code. Let me just see how your religion kind of handles this.
Okay.
Real quick, little buzz here. Respect for the inherent worth and dignity of all beings. How do you handle it?
Of course we handle it as long as you drive above 55. All the slow lanes that goes on the right-hand side. The right-hand side of the right-hand path. Usually the left-hand path means evil. In our scenario, right-hand path means pussy. Okay, and we're not getting that. Okay?
Aaron, how do you handle respect and inherent worth and dignity? of all
Oh, I mean,
beings?
outwardly, everything's good. Inwardly, I mean, we're some kitschy bitches.
I
We
got you.
talk some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Casey, fairness and justice. How do you
Fairness and justice. Everything's fair on the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got one red light to the next. That's what we're going by. So if it's inch by inch, it's mile by mile.
You take your life a quarter mile at a time.
God, see, and this is why I needed Daniel on this. I knew he'd pick up the quotes when I could.
I take my life 1/4 mile at a time. Aaron, responsibility and accountability.
That's a great line, and I love the marketing, but part of my core dogma, if everything's game, ain't nothing wrong.
Perfect. Casey, compassion and empathy.
Compassion and empathy depends on who's at the finish line.
Aaron, honesty and integrity.
Ooh, honesty, integrity. That's play-by-play call.
It's perfect. Just case-by-case basis. Casey, responsibility to future generations.
Responsibility to future generations. I need these cars to go to somebody, and then he can move my meth head uncle.
No, he's just gonna sell them for scrap and rip off the catalytic converter.
And he's gonna smoke that catalytic converter. We don't know how they even fucking works.
I ain't
Gotta
gonna be
smoke the
around.
platinum out of it. Gotta get it real damn hot. Burn your lips.
Not in my
I'm
car.
getting off platinum, baby.
Aaron, respect for diversity.
We respect it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Safe
Good answer, Nick.
Safe answer. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hey man,
2%.
I got ludicrous. I got all kinds of votes. Do where the fuck you at, man?
Why you think you're so special? Fuck off.
Casey, and lastly, personal growth and self-improvement.
Personal growth and self-improvement. If you get anything at 120 miles per hour, you'll probably grow through a couple of inches.
Yep, you go 3-4 inches that day. Just like
Just mostly from the knees to the thighs.
make inches hard.
Because they're so separated at this point.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people die on my religion, man.
Damn.
That's been established.
That's religion.
Stepping it up, we got to talk about salvation, spiritual redemption. It's a concept that is present in many religious texts and belief systems. It refers to the belief that there is a state of spiritual well-being or enlightenment that can be attained, and that this state represents the ultimate goal or purpose of human existence. In many belief systems, salvation is seen as a way to overcome suffering and death and to achieve eternal life or happiness in the afterlife. So, Casey, when defining salvation in your New Holy Scripture, what is the nature of salvation in your belief system?
You get down on your knees and I pour a whole gallon of gas on your forehead.
Yeah, stuck in a middle ring.
Clouds to left me, jokers to right, here I am.
Aaron, what's the nature of salvation in your belief system?
Ignoring bullshit like that. You got different individual saints that want to tell you how to do and what to do. It's the acceptance of all and the exclusion of all of that bullshit. You have to. People get too entwined with what they gotta believe, and you just gotta believe. You gotta believe nothing.
So, Casey, what are the ultimate goals or purpose of your salvation in your dogma? Like, what's the reason you want to achieve salvation?
To get to the great racetrack in the sky. Imagine 250 miles of a round track, perfectly paved roads. No one's ever in your way. You can go as fast as you want to. And also, you're getting a hand job. From who? Whoever you wish.
Wow. President Abraham Lincoln.
Yep, Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was right.
That's not that funny, man. It made me laugh so
Hey,
goddamn
that's
hard.
I'll give
I
that-
love Abraham
I'll
Lincoln.
give that
Yeah,
to Wayne.
Mary Todd blew his brains out.
No, just like,
Listen to your woman, John.
she's Courtney Love. Now, Aaron, what is the ultimate goal and purpose of salvation in your dogmatic thing?
The sacrifice of all, and that is
My
being, that is
sacrifice.
ideals, that is you. You gotta let it go.
How is salvation achieved in your belief system, Casey?
How is salvation achieved? It's one thing to get the gasoline poured over your head, but you gotta believe through it too. So salvation is really a process of like living life. You work on your car, you drive really fast, you put dumbass bumper stickers on your car, you make loud noises at Walmarts. You know, you have to live the life. I mean, and that's within your religion. What do? You go out there and you spread the gospel. How do we do that? By this noise. You gotta have that. You gotta have it.
Aaron,
Again, it's like we're hitting similar points because that's how religion is mutated. If you're putting the bumper stickers on your car, it's about intent. Why? Are you making a point? Wrong. Is it because you care about nothing and just want to express your dumb old dog shit opinion? Right. That's what we're talking about. Do what you want to do because you want to do it, not because someone intended for you to do it that way.
Casey, are there any specific rituals or practices that need to be followed to attain salvation?
Let's see. Once a month, you need to go to an old back road in your hometown. You need to wind it out. You know, you need to go down and you need to make that thing scream. And then when you do get pulled over, you say it's a ghost. You know, every town has a ghost road. You know, where you put the car in neutral and it goes uphill.
Go ghost.
You gotta go ghost load.
Just Danny Phantom your way out of it. Aaron, are there any specific rituals for your salvation?
Just buy and bust. Waste everything. Leave no prisoners.
Cool. That's what God wanted.
That's what he wanted. hates that shit. Casey, is everybody eligible for salvation, or is it restricted to certain individuals?
Everybody is totally, available to be saved, to go on to the next level. The thing is do you have what it takes? You know, that's a question you have to ask yourself.
Do you have it? Aaron, is it for selection or salvation for everyone?
You hear what I'm preaching, baby. It's everybody. You're the
We
one.
agree on that.
You're the one. Yeah, you're the one in your own way.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess a more important question, Casey. What are the consequences of not achieving salvation?
So let's say you die, okay, and you weren't saved by Dim Diesel or Walt Palker.
Perfect.
Here's what happens. Imagine a hell where you're kind of. You guys remember that movie from the '90s? I think it was like Star Boy or Starman or something like that. But like there was an alien suit that crashed into a fucking junkyard, right? Okay, so imagine a kind of junkyard scenario where you get put into a suit, but then you get left into a car. You get crushed. You become part of the new flesh, the new car.
You become car.
Yeah, if you don't drive the car, you become car.
Oh, okay. Aaron, what are the consequences for not achieving salvation?
We're all forever beings, and if you decide that you want to subscribe to the finite, then you are doomed to it. Yeah, that is the end. You made your own rule, man. The whole point I've been trying to preach is it's up to you. If you decide it's over, then it's over.
Well, Casey, is there any hope of redemption for those who don't achieve salvation?
Alright, so let's say you die and you become car.
You gotta become car.
You do have one last redemption shot in my religion. Something not all the religions do.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Aaron, you kind of pointed to me as if you had a better answer than I did for my own.
Not at all. It's a redemption shot.
It's a redemption shot. You get one final race.
Everybody gets two.
You get one. You get a best of 3 series.
You race your way out.
And you race your way out.
As the car.
As that car.
Like Christy. So that's how the movie Cars happened.
Yeah.
Cars is a purgatory.
These are all souls, human souls, put into car bodies.
These stories have been told time and time again. You get Scrooged. Bill Murray tried to let you know. You get the Ghost of Christmas Future. They let you know what could be. You get a reroll. You get that mulligan. It's all throughout our society. You get those saving throws, baby. You get the additional shot, but you get one. It's not infinite. Again, you live in the fun.
So, lastly, no religious works are complete without the promise of a lick at that shiny brass ring. When does Gil get a lick? Many belief systems are notoriously vague when it comes to the eternal reward, so we to appeal to the masses and get those valuable asses in them pews, we need to know a few things. Casey, where is your afterlife? I believe you talked about the racetrack in the sky. Give me a little bit more.
At the middle of that racetrack, imagine this. Huge racetrack in the middle. There's no fans, by the way. It's just infinite. But dead in the middle of that, you have a funnel cake stand, no line, infinite funnel cakes. Beside that, Philly cheesesteak stand. Beside that, an artisanal French fry stand. Okay? Anything you want on it, chili cheese, regular cheese, bacon and chive. They're going nuts over there. They're doing the Lord's work. Think of the best fair foods you've ever had.
Okay, I am.
And okay, and then that's what you got. Okay, now you don't get any fatter, you don't die any sooner. You're already dead.
Valid point.
Drive fast, eat like shit, rock on, bro.
That is life in the fast lane. Probably going to lose your ass.
Probably gonna shit your pants.
Tell me a little bit. Where is your afterlife? Is it a physical place or more of an ephemeral space?
It is very ephemeral, but we're talking about life in the fast lane. What a lot of people know it as in your human form. We're talking about Talladega, Middlefield, baby.
Yeah.
You got prime access. You got the RV. You're comfy as hell.
Talladega.
All the drinks you can have. You're just and you watching them wrecks and them fast and that like. Damn, what a better time.
You brought Aaron onto the race bus with you.
God
it's easy to
damn
jump on.
Talladega Daytona.
Not the kind of race buses that Connie likes. Fun kind. How are your followers? I'm not him. It's not my fucking fault.
Yeah.
Casey, how are your followers judged worthy for entrance?
You know, that's actually an easy bar. You know, it's not that you have to be the fastest. You just gotta drive fast.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? That means a lot of things. You don't have to be in a car. Have you been listening to me this entire episode and you think it's about a fucking car?
It's not.
The car is a metaphor. Metaphor for what? Metaphor for life. Okay? Live fast, die hard, eat shit, and piss calm.
That's good. That's something you should get looked at. Aaron, how are your followers judged worthy of interest?
Hey, it's first come, first serve.
No.
So, I mean, the ones that realize
Whoever
it
comes
before
first
they
gets
go-
in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you got a Mormon thing. There's only 3,000 spots up there, and you're knocking on every fucking
Yeah.
door.
You start in the
Knocking
back
on-
seat, you
Yeah,
move
it's
down
on
the
heaven.
front,
Thank
you
you.
eventually get in the inner circle.
We both come. Both heavens.
Y'all about it now.
Both heavens are race related. And I love it. Race isn't a vehicle race. Y'all, that's not my fault. I didn't write English. Talk to Professor.
Talk to Johnny English.
Talk to Johnny English. It's his problem.
First come, first
Oh, is that
serve.
the guy from Snatch?
Yeah.
I
I
love that.
will
dude.
submit that first come, first serve is reverse racism at least.
Mm-hmm. Sure, why not? We'll fact check it. We'll have young Jamie fact check it.
Hey, look that up, man.
So where are we talked about being compressed in the car. Where are they sitting if they're deemed unworthy for the kingdom of heaven?
Or they're the pit crew.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that, and it's
Damn,
not
Aaron's
unworthy.
full of junk
Again,
shit.
we've
Still
got
in.
people that that's not unworthy. That's an incredible fucking job. But you're not getting to just sit on your laurels and drink beer in the RV and play cornhole. You still got a job to do. But you're gonna get there.
Okay, so since Aaron's nipping at my heels, how about this? How about instead of the pit crew, it's the shit crew? Since the bar to get into my heaven is easily attained with just a little bit of discipline. If you cannot even attain that, if you can't drive over 55, if you can't do that, if you can't live the semi-Hagar lifestyle, here's what you're gonna do. Instead of working on the cars with Aaron and his little dudes over there, and they're all hanging out and singing kumbaya and shit, I'm taking you straight to the shit pits. Alright, you're building cars out of turds, folks.
Perfect.
This is something that we talk about on the show. We're gonna get 2 hard turds. We're gonna mold tires out of them. Okay? You don't do that anywhere else. Alright? And if that car don't run, guess what? Start over. Start right back over.
We're back in Hogtown now.
Yep.
In the shit pits.
And I guess since we're back in Hogtown, I might as well wrap it all up with the big question: do your true believers have access to you as the Almighty, or are they relegated to their own separate experience?
Anytime you crank the car, they're down there.
Perfect. Aaron?
Oh sure, I mean you got the customer service line, and then if
He's
you ask
back.
the manager, it
Press
goes,
1 for God.
it goes to assistant, it goes to if you, the squeakiest wheels get the grease, unfortunately, but I'm gonna give you the business too. You know, we'll work up the ladder.
You know, I almost want to leave this last question out because it could stir up a whole thing for some more stuff. But just in closing, who is the Lord over your afterlife of punishment? Who's your devil?
Oh, so who's my devil?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh come on, I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I am the end all be all.
I like Aaron's answer. It's a one-stop shop.
Okay, so my devil.
Yeah, tell me who you farmed it out to, you lazy asshole.
Man, fuck you, dude. My devil is a cool guy. His name's Dave Turd.
Dave Turd.
Dave Turd.
What y'all do down here?
And anybody that doesn't pass his test, they gotta go to the shit pits with Dave Turd. And he's sitting up on a crane, dude. And that crane has devil wings on it. And he's smoking the fastest cigar you've ever seen, and it don't go out.
It don't.
You know, I have seen that. He's one of those guys you tell people, it's like, man, Dave's a cool guy. You know, like, can I meet him? You know, no, you know.
Dave Turd is cool to talk to, not cool to work for.
There you go.
Well, in conclusion, that's it. We've done it. We have defeated all other religious texts and supplanted ourselves as the only 2 remaining dogmatic books in existence. Unfortunately, no one knows that yet. So, in closing, for all the marbles, I need each of you to push your fresh opiate to the masses. So, let's see it. Sell me your book. Casey, y'all both equally racist in that game. Casey's drunk and might punch me. So, Casey.
Never.
Nah, no, he's not stupid enough to do that.
Daniel realizes that for real.
Blood just running out of my nose.
I've always wanted to be hit in the face by someone who knows actually how to fight.
That's it.
Make me a man, Daniel.
Casey, sell me on your dogmatic book. Be a good little Bible salesman.
Okay, so I'm taking myself out of God into a salesman.
Correct.
So listen to me. Are you tired of the way things are right now.
Always.
Do you feel as if there's always someone over you telling you where to go,
Yeah.
what to do, and how to do it?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. Did you not get the clothes down on time? Did you not put them in the right part of the closet?
I didn't.
Did you accidentally put your clothes in with someone else's clothes?
I can't put them up at all.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because what if I could tell you right now, and instead of having to listen to everyone else, finally you could listen to yourself. What if I could tell you that everybody has just a little bit of God inside of them?
That frightens
And
me.
all you got to do is move that foot from midnight to around about 9:45.
I like that.
And so what? So what if you make a couple of mistakes? You know what I'm saying, brother?
You tell me if I just go fast enough, I can run from all my problems.
Absolutely.
Just get in that car and drive.
Get in that car and drive with one hairline. The city's cold. I feel like in the belly of the day. Yeah, I'm Bob Dylan's son, Jacob Dylan.
Aaron, tell me your book.
I really don't know how anyone's not already bought into this. Like, you like rules, right? You like
sure.
being told what to do.
Yeah, I really honestly do.
Yeah, sure. So you want to not do that?
Yeah.
You like doing what you want to do.
Personally, yes.
Do that forevermore.
Wow.
I'm here.
That's simple.
And
And
he's
to
the
the
one
point.
with the salesman position.
Hit me up.
It's the no sell that gets him. No pressure. He doesn't even want your money.
Don't worry. This free game on your app store is definitely free.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put the ads in.
Yeah.
Ask Buster from Dave and Buster's.
We don't create an intentional brain trigger that forces you to spend hundreds of
You don't
dollars.
have to buy this to compete. You're right there.
There's no competition in heaven, dude.
And if you're looking for a podcast with absolutely no competition, check us out.
That can go a lot of different
Yeah.
We're untouchable. We're the one. If you're looking for the podcast that's the one true God, reach out to us
There it is.
on all of our social medias at Talking Hogs, with the exception of Twitter, which can just seriously just fucking suck my dick. Like, I
I'll
don't
never
care.
get on that fucking app.
It's at Hogs Talking, but do whatever you want.
Well, I'm trying to look at
Fuck
vicious
you, Elon Musk.
pornography. I can do that on other websites.
And if you spend enough time on the internet looking at vicious pornography, why don't you check out our boys? Why don't you hit us up? We'll save that for not ATL Birds.
Yeah.
Why don't you spend a little time going over to the Gmail, where we sometimes suck and oftentimes fuck. And
That's where we're vicious.
power bottom us into a state of hypnotic trance at the Gmails, Talking Hogs at Gmail, Talking Hogs Podcast at gmail.com.
There it is.
Got it. And, if you're messing shit up, you really need to get your life together by going to ATL Burns and getting some of that sweet farm fresh, never frozen, fresh farm hot sauce using the promo code HOGS15. Get 15% off your order at checkout on your boys. And last and foremost, as always, keep hogging.
Keep hogging. As it is written, so shall it be.